scarcity of water. We started to look for scars in our own countries,
Where are you from?
Israel, and I started with a research about my country when it just established and what we had over there. And apparently my grandparents were living in these sheds, like settlements, because when Israel was established, they didn't think that so many Jews will come. It was around 1 million extra Jews that were coming, because when Israel was established, so all the Arab countries around Israel were starting to make pogroms in the Jews over there because they were against Israel. So everyone had to run away. So my grandparents were in Iraq and Iran, so they were just taking a few stuff like clothing and some, I don't know, left most of the things over there and just ran away to Israel. And for most of the Jews it was like this. So the country was new and didn't they weren't ready for something like this, like an extra million people over there. It's crazy. So they just live in these sheds and tents and I started looking at photos and things from back then, and somehow we arrived to this thing that my grandmother used to, because we don't have a lot of rain in Israel. We have 40 in average 45 days of rain, so the country is really dry, yeah. And most of the water resources are combined with other countries that are sorry, but they are kind of enemies. Yeah, so we don't get water. So throughout the years and through my research, I learned a lot about this that I didn't know, but apparently a lot of wars over there were, okay, they're saying about land, but at the end it was about water too. So it's really interesting because I didn't know these facts. Because the rivers, they start at Syria and then go to Lebanon and then to Israel and then to Palestine and then to Egypt. So if one blocked the river, so the other one doesn't get any water, you understand? So it's a really interesting situation. So I thought, okay, what can I do as a designer? What are my resources? So I thought at the beginning, okay, I will start to collect water. But what kind of water if you have only 45 days a year of rain? It's nothing. How much water can you collect? So if we have only 45 days of rain, it means that most of the time it's dry and it's hot, and it's really hot in Israel. And when it's hot, you are turning on the air conditioners. And when you turn on the air conditioners, you produce water because there is condensation. Like, think about it, that you have a glass of water and then you pour cold water, suddenly you have water around the glass too, right? Or when it's cold outside, you start to have water inside your house on the windows and stuff like this, right? So this is condensation. So the air conditioner creates, because there is a circle of heat gas that turning cold and again heat, and through this circle it produces water. So those water are going outside, like no one collect them. You have the inside with the air conditioner and the outside with all the mechanism of the air conditioner, that over there the water are produced and then they are just dripping out to the streets. Okay?
Yeah.
So I thought that it's really interesting because my parents used to collect this water. For my parents, they have plant nursery. Yeah. So I grew up over there, and I really remember that we were collecting this water because they are really pure water, pure, and they are really good for plants. So we used to collect and give it to the plants over there, and then I said, okay, I need to understand how much water each one produced, and I was really surprised because it's a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's around today, like if 5 hours ago, my mother did the last tryout, and today it produced in half an hour 2 liters. But in average, since I started, it's around 1 liter, 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
lot.
lot. Yeah, and the air conditioners are working through the summer times. I can say 24 hours a day. So it's a lot of water, and you have air conditioner. It's mandatory. It's like radiators over
Yeah.
here. Everyone has it, and everyone use it. So it's everywhere. Shopping malls, housing, everywhere you can think about it. They have air conditioner. So think how it's a huge resource.
Mm.
Yeah.